Week 3 was straight chaos, so let's chill out, let's bring it down, and let's rewind. We're going to talk about our 10 lessons learned, as well as our bangers and faders. You know, all that good stuff for you to win your fantasy football league. Let's get it. Yo, what's good? Welcome to the playlist. Thank you for kicking it. I'm Jimsy, and this is Fantasy on Repeat. And like I said, we're going to do our 10 lessons learned today. We're going to do our bangers and faders, and we're going to just go straight into it. 10 lessons learned, no particular order, but we're going to talk about it is Omarion Hampton season, baby. Omarion Hampton, he's locked in as our starter now. He's going to get 20 plus touches. He's going to get the rushing work. He's going to get the receiving work. Najee Harris is out for the year. So it's good. It's Omarion Hampton season, right? Omarion Hampton too. He had 17 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown, but then also he got the receiving work, right? We want to see that in our back, especially in a PPR format. It's like a little cheat code, man. When you get peppered with targets, we love that, which is what we signed up for. It looks like the payout's gonna happen. Quinton Johnson is breaking out. He was also in my sneaky sleepers episode. I was just saying that he got some hands now. The juice QJ he's on another level. It's nothing crazy, but still his ascension is up there. You know, he's basically the wide receiver one on the team. Quinton Johnson was a part of the sneaky sleepers episode, and this is why he snuck him in there. This is gonna be rapid fire stuff. We're gonna rapid fire stuff. We're gonna talk about it. Keenan Allen, he's still there. He's steady. He ain't going anywhere else. And then the tight end Aronde, he was getting there. He's showing some flashes. But then the question is Lad McConkey. He fell down the pecking order. But also we have to remember that he came in with the Tribe Called questionable tag in the week. I think it was his bicep. So who knows? Maybe he'll get worked into this offense, but this offense is clicking. Their defense is clicking. This new Chargers regime is something else. It's something special. And you know, Herbert can't be ignored for what he's doing right now. He's like on an MVP run. I didn't add it into the tweet, but hey, my boy Herbert, dude, get it. Number 2 is Mason Mania. Jordan Mason, man, he was my must start of the week, and I just said it too. 2 games that he played as a backup, he had 98 rushing yards. I said that he can probably get that total yardage in this game alone. And look he came through. Jordan Mason ends up having 16 carries for 116 yards. And it was weird when I was watching the Jordan Mason stuff. I saw like a mixed review on Jordan Mason. It was kind of weird. I saw a lot of people saying I don't get the hype around him, and everyone in the fantasy community was saying like he was an industry plant, and we're just trying to push this narrative that Jordan Mason is good. But dude, he's been good from the jump. Like when he took over CMC, no one was expecting that, and he carried his own. This is his moment to shine. He's gonna take reign of it. He's gonna take reign of it. He'll put the league on notice. Let's say that his facts are. Jordan Mason's a monster, right? And this is not a sell high candidate. I think we're gonna ride this wave until it fizzles out. But what do you think is gonna happen when Aaron Jones comes back? Is it Aaron Jones' spot to come back? He's a vet running back with a hamstring injury. And when it's all said and done, you know the split's gonna be in favor for Jordan Mason leading the touches. So, and number 3, a hard pill for me to swallow, but I mean it's like what I wanted to. AJ Brown is him. He's back, and he was my must sit of the week. So I was completely wrong. I missed that one. But I also said too, maybe this be his legacy game. But he looked good out there, man. He looked good. He was breaking tackles, and he looked like he was a dog, and he's back. AJ Brown, he got 6 for 109 and 1 touchdown on 10 targets. They fed him. They needed to. The Rams, who I'm going to talk about later too, they're serious. And the Rams had to change the Eagles game plan completely, but it's what we needed. And Devontae Smith actually came through too. He had 8 for 60 and 1 touchdown. Hurts with 3 touchdowns in the second half. Philly offense finally woke up, and I think we appreciate that much more than the continuous tush pushes. You know, it's scary to see the offense fully clicking like what they're supposed to do and what they're known for. But hey, this is what we want in fantasy, man. We want some real football, so we appreciate it. Number 4 is buy low on the Packers. We got Jordan Love, who is the thumbnail of the video today. I guess we can talk about him first. He was my must start of the week. I really thought they're going to come through and just shred up this Cleveland defense, but Cleveland defense is so real and real serious that that's going to be a problem in the league. But it was kind of fun to watch, honestly. It was just some real old school defensive football, and it ended up being a good game. And Jordan Love got bottled up, He I had a nice little sprinkle on top, but he threw a pick. So Jordan Love ended up with 18 for 25 for 183 yards and 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown. He also rushed 4 times for 18 yards, and the Packers lost. But dude, the Cleveland Browns handed the Packers their first loss. That's crazy. Switching to a lighter note here, we had Matthew Golden as my sneaky sleepers, and the game started off strong, man. I was tweeting it 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, and he got up to 4 for 4. And I know the game plan just kind of shifted away from that, but they, my idea was kind of clicking. It was coming into fruition, right? I wanted them to show off Matthew Golden. They were doing that, and then the Browns defense just showed up, right? So just a heads up, keep an eye out for Matthew Golden again. Everyone on the Packers is just a buy low right now. Buy low because you know who they're playing next. They're playing the Cowboys next, and just I don't even need to say anything about it. But this could be the breakout game for Matthew Golden next week. Jordan Love, all of them, right? The Packers, they're gonna be pissed off. They lost to the Browns. My sit of the week, Josh Jacobs, he didn't do much, right? I said he was a must sit, man. He was a must sit, and I stood by that. I just didn't think they were gonna get much going, and obviously the whole offense was just flat. Hey, buy low. Buy low on all the Packers. I'm telling you, buy low. Number 5 for me on the list is going to be Quinshon Judkins. I wasn't too high on him. I was really too optimistic. You have to think about it too. Quinshon Judkins, through 2 games that he's played, because he missed the first week, right? He has 155 rushing yards already. In 2 games, he has 155 rushing yards, and that was against the Packers defense. He's obviously a centerpiece for the Browns right now. And what the Browns are going to do, what they're known for, is they're going to have crazy elite defense, and they're just going to keep running the ball. And if it's not a split backfield and it's just the Quinshon Judkins show, dude, it's wheels up for this. It's wheels up. We're also going to ride this wave as well. And this is a victory lap for someone who wasn't that optimistic about him. Now, dude, I'm all in, dude. Next up, we got number 6, Egbuka Explosion, man. It's his time to shine. Mike Evans went out. It's going to be him as wide receiver 1 for the time being until Godwin is acclimated and healthy and ready to go. Dude, this guy's going to be a monster, and he's going to look at a lot, man. Baker Mayfield's going to have to, all that talk all offseason about how hyped he was to show off Egbuka. And this is honestly, it's just so fun to watch, man. And we're just hoping for Egbuka's success. And Baker Mayfield's a dog, man. But so if they can stay healthy and just keep it on with this game, it's going to be a fun season to watch the Bucks. And we're going to keep on rooting for them. Number 7 is going to be Caleb Cookin, man. Caleb Williams is cooking, man. But also, like I said, he was my sneaky sleeper QB, and I kind of hit around the nail. Dude, the Cowboys defense is just non-existent. Play everyone against them. Ben Johnson's getting a lot more comfortable. He understands what Caleb Williams needs. What he needs is Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze season is his breakout season is here. Caleb was cooking, man. 19 for 28 for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. He didn't get touched at all. No sacks, right? Clean pocket. Imagine what Jordan Love's going to do. Just a reminder. The Rome Odunze breakouts here too. He caught 3 for 7 for 62 yards and a tutty. So, dude, Caleb Williams found his guy. Ben Johnson's going to focus. The game plan is going to focus and shift to them. Their run game was pretty cool too. I was surprised about the run game, but Caleb Williams he was still out there slinging it. The sneaky sleepers was fun to do, and it was very last minute, but it's fun. It's cool to see your stuff hit, and we're gonna keep going with that. We're gonna try to get as much hits as we can go. And number 8, this makes you sad, but the Cowboys collapsed. Without CeeDee Lamb, the offense is just flat. He's gonna be out with a high ankle sprain for 3 to 6 weeks, I believe. Defense, the Cowboys defense is cooked, man. I just feel like the defense is just non-existent. Hopefully though, that Dak can just have a clean pocket. They can do that, and the offense can just stay firing. Even without CeeDee Lamb. Hopefully the game plan next week will be better for the Packers. If not, it's going to be an onslaught. And we don't want to see that. I mean, I don't want to see that. Switching again because I'm bashing my Cowboys, but my sneaky sleeper of the week was Jake Ferguson. And I called it, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be Dak's security blanket. That game got out of hand. But 13 for 14 receptions for 82 yards. He didn't get a touchdown, but imagine if he did, man. 21.20 fantasy points. I hope you snuck him in your roster because he was just getting peppered, man. Peppered. He's getting looked a lot. And if you're in a full PPR league, you got to get Jake Ferguson on your squad. He was kind of slept on as a tight end, but he's coming through now. Number 9, the Rams are real. They had a game plan, and they were sticking to it. They're contenders for real. They almost took out the reigning world champs, but they had him on the ropes at home too, and this was just efficient, man. The Rams look damn good. We had Kyron Williams had 20 carries for 94 yards, 2 out of 3 catches for 18 yards and 1 touchdown, dude. Took that little route to the house untouched. That was nice to see, especially as fantasy owners when we were just so worried about Blake Corum coming in, but that's non-existent too. That's just that's gone. That experience is gone. What does it take on Kyron Williams now? Are we riding him? Do we sell him? But Puka Nacua, man, he came through to 11 receptions for 112 yards. He's going nuts right now. How many 100-yard games do you think this guy's going to have? Can he break the record? What is the record? Puka's doing Puka things, and this is only his second year, and he just can read defenses and just be amazing. And what's really dope too is Devontae Adams is coming through. He has 3 receptions, 56 yards, and 1 touchdown. And he's just contributing to that team. This offense is nice and steady. And the surprise too is the Rams defense is real serious too. They're just gonna be contenders, man. I was happy for Matthew Stafford when he won that ring. The Rams, man, Sean McVay, great coaching. This team's gonna be fun to watch. Number 10, the Colts are dangerous, baby. First 3-0 start since 2009, man. And Daniel Jones, he's coming through. I know I dropped him back to the waiver wire in my league. Maybe I can get him back. But he came through with 18 for 25, 228 yards, and 1 touchdown, no INTs. They did have to punt it a few times. But the real talk is Jonathan Taylor, man. He is crazy, man. He's going to be the RB1 of the season, dude. It's JT season. He had 102 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. That must be a crazy feeling to get a hat trick of touchdowns. So hats off to JT, man. If you got him, you got a winner. They have a balanced team. They're a legit team in the AFC. That was my 10 lessons learned for the week. Again, week 3 is filled all that chaos. Let's talk about the bangers and faders. And basically, this is going to be the top doggies in the ranks. So we got the top fantasy points per position. The running back position, we had Jonathan Taylor at 31.3. We had the wide receiver position, we had Trey Tucker, 36.9. Then we got the tight end position. We had Hunter Henry at 25. And then we got Caleb Williams at the QB position for 29.12. So the top fantasy bangers for the running backs, we got Jonathan Taylor, 31.3. He had 102 yards and 3 touchdowns on 17 carries, man. He's crazy with it, right? And Jonathan Taylor, he's going to have a lot more games like this. There's not much else to talk about. But next up, we got Jordan Mason, who came in at 23.6. He had the ball for 16 times for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Vikings. Jordan Mason, he was, again, he was a must start. He was a must start, not much to talk about. Omarion Hampton, man. Omarion Hampton came through 24.9. He notched his first career touchdown, and hopefully this means a lot more for Omarion Hampton coming through. Again, with Najee Harris out for the season, Omarion Hampton. But this was kind of a shock to me. Next up on the list is Cam Scatterboo, 24.10, man. He showed up in his expanded role as the leader now. We already knew that the tides were turning, but then now with Tyrone Tracy out, it was just all Cam Scatterboo, and that guy runs like a truck. He runs like the Kool-Aid man running through the wall. But seriously, man, he's a dog, and he runs hard. Cam Scatterboo totaled 121 yards and a touchdown on 16 touches in that loss against the Chiefs. But Cam Scatterboo season, it's him. He's locked. He's a dog. He runs like crazy. The last banger running back we got is gonna be James Cook. Yeah, James Cook, he played earlier in the slate game. He ran the ball for 19 times for 108 yards and a touchdown. Caught 3 passes for 10 yards. James Cook, baby. We're going to talk about the top fantasy bangers for the wide receiver position, and we're going to go straight up with Trey Tucker. 36 points, man. Trey Tucker, I did not see that coming, but Trey Tucker caught 8 of 9 targets for 145 yards and 3 touchdowns. My goodness, dude. Is it Trey Tucker season 2? How many seasons have we got here? No, but Trey Tucker, man, he was getting open, he was getting looked, and he's obviously a part of the game plan. He's going to be a guy we got to look for. That's a banger that nobody saw, and that's what we're here for. The next banger we got for wide receiver is going to be Courtland Sutton. He over here dropping 23.8, and everyone thought he was dust, but hey, he caught 6 of 8 targets for 118 yards and a tutty. Maybe Troy Franklin is dust too. AJ Brown, a resurgence, man. AJ Brown is back. He dropped in 22.9. He hauled in 6 of his 10 targets for 109 yards and 1 touchdown. AJ Brown and the Philly offense is back. Next banger we got is Garrett Wilson. This kind of surprised a lot of people. They didn't think that Tyrod Taylor was going to be efficient enough, but look at Tyrod Taylor go, man. And I said, I hope he finds his place and he can gel with an offense soon, and maybe this will be it. Garrett Wilson caught 10 of 13 targets and for 85 yards and a touchdown. Maybe Garrett Wilson is just going to be a reliable receiver. This had me a little worried, but hey, he showed up and he is here. He is the 5th banger wide receiver. Is going to be Nico Collins. He dropped in a 22.4 fantasy points for you. He caught 8 of 11 targets for 104 yards. All right, dude, I'm happy to see that, man. I don't want CJ Stroud to be on the struggle bus. Hopefully he can find his groove too, because I like this attack that Houston had, and I'm hoping they can get back to it comfortably. Now we're going to switch into our top fantasy bangers for tight end position. And first off, we're going to talk about Hunter Henry dropping 25 points. I did not see this coming out. Honestly, I did think that Drake May would have a good game, but I didn't think that Hunter Henry's going to come out here and drop 29 points on you for 8 for 11 and 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. We talk about security blankets. I think that's just what tight ends are. You want someone that's going to be a security blanket. Hunter Henry is a security blanket for Drake May. Next up is Dalton Kincaid. He came in through with 17.6. He caught 5 or 6 targets for 66 yards and a touchdown. And he was in the earlier slate. 17 points is pretty good. Dalton Kincaid, he was always on my radar since last year. The topic with tight ends, security blanket. That's it, man. Josh Allen wants to be cozy. He's going to go Dalton Kincaid. Jake Ferguson, next up. You already know he was my sneaky sleeper for the tight end position. He dropped 21.2. He was heavily involved. I already told you, security blankets, that shit, dude. Just hashtag security blanket tight ends. It's going to be, he got 13 to 14 targets for 82 yards and no touchdown. So just imagine if the touchdown, man, it would have been explosive. This is kind of shocking to me, dude. TJ Hawkins is next up on the list. Maybe just the threshold for tight ends is not that high, but hey, man, Hawkinson's back. It's Hawkinson season. TJ Hawkinson with Carson Wentz, he's here. He caught 5 of 6 targets for 49 yards, and honestly, they didn't need to use him much. If Carson Wentz is at the helm, you already know, hashtag. And the last tight end on the list is going to be Trey McBride. This is my boy last year. And Trey McBride, he got 5 receptions on 8 targets for 43 yards and a tutty. Trey McBride, dude. I went with the Kyler Murray and McBride stack last year, and that did not work out for me. I was in a lot of pain. And now we're going to talk about the top bangers for the quarterback position, and we're going to start off with Caleb Williams. You already know he came in 29.12, and there's not much else to say. We already talked about this in the lessons learned. He's a dog. He's a sneaky sleeper. And the next quarterback on the list is going to be Jalen Hurts, and he actually did his thing. He had to sling it, dude. He had to throw the ball 32 times. First week, he had 23 attempts. Second week, he had 22 attempts. This week, he had 32 attempts. He completed 21 of them for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns. He did get a rushing touchdown. He went 9 for 40 with 1 touchdown. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback when he has to be. And hopefully this offense, like I said, hopefully this offense can just start being a football team. You know what I'm saying? Next up on the list, Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith came through. I had him. I tried to see him last week, and that wasn't the plan, so I just avoided this guy completely. But dude, Geno Smith came through, man. QB4 on the list, we got Josh Allen coming through with 23.02 points. QB4 on the week. He had 28 attempts for 22 completions for 213 yards, and still 3 tutties. 3 tutties, but he still used his legs. 4 for 25. Josh Allen, he's the alien. He got a broken nose, and he still played through it. All right, so and the last QB on the list is it's Marcus Mariota, man. He coming through, made top 5 of the list with 20.28 fantasy points. Jaden Daniels, who? Marcus Mariota came in, held his own. He attempted 21 passes for 15 completions for 207 yards and 1 touchdown. But this is the thing, man. He had 6 rushing attempts. He had 6 rushing attempts for 40 yards and 1 touchdown. Marcus Mariota, man, got some wheels on him. Hey, that's my QBs. I had to run through quick with them because, man, it was pretty time consuming. I didn't think it was going to be this long. Man, now I got to get to my faders. Oof. Man, I had this locked. I thought I was going to get this done a lot quicker, but hey, this is what it is. But if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, comment, sub, so you don't miss out on the next one. I appreciate all the new subs coming in. This is fun. This is the beginning of my journey, and hopefully y'all enjoy the ride, and, you know, hopefully we keep dropping these bangers. And I do appreciate y'all, man. It's awesome. I've been wanting to do this for a hot minute, and I've been postponing it, and I just started, you know what I'm saying? So, bear with me while I work out the kinks, and bear with me. I'm gonna try to make everything a lot better. It is a one-man show right now. I got a lot in store, and I do want to, you know, provide superior quality advice for you. And I'm probably, right after I'm done editing this, I'm gonna get to working on the waiver wire video. So that's gonna be my cop and drop videos. Don't miss that. We'll be on to the next one. This is Jimsy, Fantasy on Repeat. Thank you for kicking it. I really appreciate y'all. On to the next one. I'm out. Peace.